What is even up? It's your boy Crabman. Today, we're gonna continue doing adventure games. Hold on just 1 second. I think I need to adjust the sound a bit, but yes, so this is Primordia, a game by Wormwood Studios, published by Watch Eye. I hope I'm pronouncing all of this correctly. Okay, I hope the volume level's okay like this. Otherwise someone will have to tell me. And yes, so this is a modern adventure, but an extremely cool one. So I guess we'll just jump in without further ado.
Almost there. One more setting. And one more piece of the unique is operational.
One down, 1 million to go. Speaking of which, boss, I found exactly none of the parts you wanted. A whole day at the junk pile, and all I turn up are a locker and some stupid conduits. Maybe next time. Boss, are you sure you got those settings right?
That came from down in engineering. Let's go. There's no time for that.
Okay.
There's no time for that.
No time for nothing.
Boss?
Crispin, get behind me. Who are you and what do you want? Power.
I think he wants the power core, boss.
Stop right there. This ship belongs to me.
Forfeit. Enemy. Plunder.
I don't think he's too keen on private property.
Get away from the power core.
Forfeit.
Boss? Boss? Horatio? Come on, Horatio, wake up!
Oh.
Whew, you're okay.
What happened?
Well, Big Ugly threw you out of the ship. And then he said plunder, again. And then he left with our power core.
Basad.
Yep,
How much charge have you got?
10%. You?
I'll be fine. We just need to get the emergency generator up and running.
Or we could just go to Metropole, city of glass and light. Free energy for one and all.
Don't believe everything you hear. Metropole is trouble. But if you want to go, you've got free will and a maglev unit.
With that guilt subroutine you put in me, I wouldn't even make it halfway.
Actually, with a 10% charge, you wouldn't even get that far. So I suggest we get the generator working.
You and your projects.
Man built us to build, Crispin. Now, come on.
Alright. So I guess we gotta get the generator running.
I must have
Let's
dropped
see.
the data pouch when I was thrown out of the unique. Assad, its memory got wiped. Easy enough to have the good old junk pile's coordinates back in, though.
Okay, so we have all of this. Can someone in the chat let me know real quick, how are the volume levels? Is me talking in the game, is that about level?
The data pouch is registered to me.
Okay, let's have a look around first.
I can't pick that up.
Well, sure.
I'm not a fancy engineer like you, boss, but it seems like the unique isn't gonna fly without its tail on.
Possible.
It's one of the unique's turbines.
The big engine that couldn't. Is that a gumball machine?
No, it's a robot's head.
Ah, I wanted a gumball. I wanted a gumball.
Okay.
A broken robot I dragged out of the junk pile. I salvaged the sarcasm coprocessor from it for Crispin.
Yeah, it works great.
Nothing worth salvaging.
Okay. Anything else we can do here? Does not look like it.
You know, boss, if you're ever wondering what I would do, feel free to just ask.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yep. Okay, so I guess we'll check the junk pile.
There's nothing worth bothering with.
If that red light went off, I bet the train would start going.
Crispin, sometimes I think you're trying to get me to waste time.
Who, me?
It's locked tight.
Okay.
Still red. It's 3 pieces of gordium conduit. Unfortunately, one of them is completely corroded and worthless. There's a piece of gordium conduit way back there. I can't reach the conduit.
Okay, so I guess we need something to reach.
It's locked tight.
What? Why is everything locked?
It's just scrap. Looks like some kind of lockbox. Looks like an old P2, or is it a P3? I picked it clean years ago.
So is there something we can do? So there's a lockbox. It's locked, right? Yes.
Still locked.
Sure. What is that?
I doubt that will have any.
Okay. Okay, inventory. Nothing much to do anything
How do you think a
with.
train wound up out here, boss?
Maybe they brought it here by boat.
Very funny.
There's nothing worth bothering with. I can't reach the conduit. There's a piece of gordium conduit way back there.
Oh, maybe.
Crispin, can you go in there and get that piece of conduit?
I suppose. That would have been a lot easier with hands, boss.
We'll talk about it.
There's nothing more of value in there.
Okay, but I'm guessing you can't do anything about this.
Yep, that's the one I found.
Well, well. Okay, I guess I'm gonna check back at the ship.
A sturdy cable. It's the Unique's tag. Without it, I'd have never known the ship's name.
Apparently, building a giant airship doesn't require proper spelling.
Apparently not. It's the Unique's tag.
Okay.
Crispin, when I told you to find a new spark plug, did you just shove my conductive putty into the old one?
Maybe.
No wonder the generator isn't working. At least the putty is still good.
Okay.
There's supposed to be a power-bearing conduit between this socket and the ship, but I never got around to putting one together.
Now who's the procrastinator?
It's not going to do anything until the generator's fixed. I'll need at least 5 pieces to be able to build a conduit long enough to run the generator to the Unique.
Okay. Well, we have 3 already.
I can't just scoop it up.
I guess not. Ooh.
It's a segment of Gordium electrical conduit.
That's conveniently lying around.
I've tried patching this a dozen different ways without success. Blasted leaking gasket.
Is it blasted or leaking?
Hey, Vindisil. How are you doing? Okay. I shall check inside.
There's no way I can reach that.
Huh? I mean, you can't reach. Ooh.
More Gordium conduit.
Yes. Look at all that conduit. Wait, so that means I have enough, right?
It won't work until they're locked together.
And how do I
There's
do
supposed
that?
to be a power... It's a data cable, not a power...
Alright. Okay.
The hatch is unresponsive.
It's unresponsive. Does that mean I don't get to go inside? Until the generator's fixed, of course. Well, okay. But...
The Unique looks dead, boss.
Just sleeping. Could you grab that lantern?
Sure thing, boss.
You know, I always wanted to be able to fly. That's why I built you with a maglev unit.
Not so that you could store tools on hard-to-reach ledges.
Well, that too. There's no way I can reach. What was I thinking, leaving all my lanterns up there?
question is, do I need it? Let's see what Crispin
That's
says.
way too big for me to get, boss, and you know it.
I see. Yep, I'm doing good too. I mean, I've been rudely woken up way too early by
This is no time for sitting around.
the postman, but you know, I guess there's worse things in life.
Without power from the ship, the telescope won't work.
Bad timing with those repairs, huh, boss?
A large observational telescope.
I guess it was worth it because I ordered myself Hood Feminism by Mickey Kendall, which I am excited to read.
This is no time for sitting around. An old captain's chair. I moved it here from navigation.
Okay, so basically there's nothing really to do here.
Only a little sliver left before the moon wanes entirely.
Well, I'm glad we're not the only ones running out of power.
Same old moon.
Oh, what was this? Oh, it's clouds.
Strange clouds, huh, boss?
So, anything else?
It's too dark to see the ladder rungs.
What? Oh, right. That's not the way back.
Good thing there's still some power in the circuit.
Boss, shouldn't you have thought of that before coming down here? We could have been stuck.
I could have just ridden you back to the deck.
Really?
No. Routing that much power to your maglev unit would cause it to explode.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. I couldn't find a working fuse to solve the problem.
I'm a floating bomb. I'm a floating bomb. Sweet.
Oh, okay, so that was the way back up. I see.
Bedtime reading.
No, what are you reading?
I don't need to bring these with me.
After all, boss, life is stranger than fiction.
It's the gospel of man.
Going to pray for a miracle, boss?
We are man's miracle, Crispin. Let's hope that's enough.
In the beginning all was still and silent. Then men, the All-Builder, spoke the word, and the word begat the code, and so the world began to spin. Thus dawned the Primordium, the first age, the age of building. I do like this a lot, this idea of sentient robots who worship men as gods since they've been extinct and stuff. Something about it. I'm not sure I've seen this a lot. Very jealous of this idea. So, is there anything very important in this? Right, is this long?
I've read enough.
Okay, it's not that long, so I guess we can read it real quick. Man moved across the world and built many wonders. In the heavens he paved the sky roads, on the land he raised mystic towers, and in the dark depths he dug colossal caves. Most incredible of all were the many machines designed by men, but still the All-Builder was not satisfied. So with both his hands, man built a body of steel in his own image, and with his right hand he gave logic, and memory he gave with his left. Then men said, "Now I will quicken this machine with the spark of power, and together we shall walk upon the earth." And it was done. Thus spun the world, and grew the code, and multiplied the living machines, and slowly passed the Primordium. Who can count the versions and generations that marked that age? In time, the All-Builder looked upon the many things he had built, the sky roads and mighty towers, and above all upon the living machines. Weary with his labor, man set himself beside the robot and said unto them, "For you, my children, I spoke the word and fired the engine of the world. For you I wrote the code, and to you I gave logic and memory." Then man, the All-Builder, stood and took the machines in his hands and guided them to a great mountaintop. Together they looked upon the world in its beauty. "All this was made for you, and now unto you all this is given. Keep it, tend it, and make it flourish." And the All-Builder fell silent and passed from the world, and so ended the Primordium. Yeah, the font is a smidge hard to read in places. We are lesser machines built by those built by men. As we are but humble images of the All-Builder, so he is the perfection of our forms, a machine of unbreakable form, endless memories, and absolute logic. For this we revere him and speak the word, and keep the code and tend the world he gave to us. Yeah, it's a bit easy to stumble over those where basically the middle lines of the E and the S's and A's are missing and stuff. That also trips me up a little bit here and there. Yes, so right, how do we get back out? Huh? Okay, I guess escape.
So that's where you keep it.
Why were you looking for my plasma torch?
No reason.
Aha. Plasma torch. So I guess we can torch up some
Time for a
stuff.
little welding.
Wow, that was easier than I thought it would be.
Cool. Can we get
The
through?
controls for this hatch are unresponsive.
I see. Well. Okay, so that means we have that cable ready. Nice.
The generator is missing a spark plug.
Okay, so we need a spark.
The generator is missing.
Yeah. Did I have one? Or was that just... Yeah, I guess that was... a spark plug. So we have a torch, lantern, putty, cable, data pouch. Where might we find the spark plug? Oh, there's more. Around the corner.
It's one of the Unique's turbines.
I wanted a gumball. I wanted...
Can we open this up?
There's no reason to cut that, or burn it, or weld it. There's no reason to... There's no reason...
Why not?
Nothing worth salvaging.
I wanted a gumball.
Yes, I know, but wouldn't there be something somewhere?
It's an excellent tale. I can't pick that up.
So I guess that means there's nothing to do with...
A small lump of electrically conductive putty.
Oh, actually, now that we have a welding torch, maybe we can open all this stuff up.
Let's see if this works.
Yes, let's.
Is that a spark plug, boss?
Ah.
Who locks up a spark plug?
Actually, I think that box was some kind of machine.
You killed it!
Recycled it. I guess it was actually some kind of machine. I'm pretty sure it was already dead, though. I guess it was actually some kind...
Yeah, okay. Then how about
It's
this door?
reinforced steel.
Of course it is.
Still
Okay, well, at least I have the plug I need. Nice.
Whew, I thought we were in trouble when Big Ugly stole our core. But just like that, problem solved.
The problem is not solved.
Well, I agree. The noise leaves something to be desired.
This is an emergency generator, Crispin.
Well, it was an emergency, boss.
It only runs for a few days, if that.
Oh. Well, do we have another one?
No. Which means it still is an emergency.
Well, in that case, first dibs on the recharge station. So, what's the plan, boss?
We need to recover our power core.
Or we could just take the train to Metropole and live in luxury.
First of all, there is no train to Metropole. And second, even with full charges, we can't just walk there. But more importantly, I hate that city. It's in my core logic. I don't know why, but I can't change it.
Okay. In that case, can't you just make us a new power core?
Yes, but I need some kind of strong energy source for that.
And you just make one of those too? I'm just asking.
No, but somewhere around here are the plans for an energy sensor.
That's awfully convenient.
I designed it a long time ago, before I made you. I even found a sodium iodide crystal to use in the sensor, though man alone knows where it's buried now.
Weary wanderers, come, join us in Metropole, city of glass and light.
Where's that coming from?
Here is haven for all.
I've never been able to figure it out.
Hey boss, what do all these buttons and switches do?
I think there's some sort of defense mechanisms, but I can't figure them out. We're fine on energy, for now. It's the Unique's recharging station. Crispin, why is your diary still scattered all over the floor?
Are you going to keep nagging me until we run out of power, boss?
Yes,
Our energy is all
a collection of product manuals, how-to guides, and technical treatises.
Do you think the sensor design might be in here?
No, these are all books I scavenged.
all are equal in Metropole, equal parts of the greater whole. Join us, and together let us begin a new Primordium.
A computer terminal.
Weary wanderers, come.
It's pretty
join
great
us
how you
in
can
Metropole,
plug this radio in
city
anywhere,
of
huh,
glass
boss?
and
Too bad
light.
there's nothing on it.
Weary wanderers, come. Join us
I
in
bet I can find a
Metropole,
better use for this
city
plug.
of glass and light.
But now we can't listen to the sweet voice of Metropole.
I guess that makes two birds. Nothing more to do with it. Nothing more to do with it. The original designs for Crispin.
Hey, there are arms here! And an awesome set of tractor treads!
I went with a maglev unit instead, and I never could find good arms. It's Crispin's to-do list. Funny how it never gets any shorter.
That's your fault, boss, not mine.
An ancient liquid crystal display. It's Crispin's
That's your fault.
There's the design. I'll put the keynotes into my data pouch.
How does it even work?
The crystal pulses when it absorbs energy. The cable carries the pulse to the computer. The computer decodes the information and displays it on the monitor.
Boss, where are we going to find a working computer?
The Unique is full of them.
Oh, right.
The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable, which in turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a monitor.
Okay. Alright, so I don't need
The
this
original.
lid.
That is where our power core should be shedding its light silently.
There's nothing I can do with it until I have.
Oh, okay.
A computer terminal.
Well.
I can't plug this in here.
Oh, I thought this was a
simple
data
computer
cable.
interface with a socket for connecting external hardware. How would that even work? A simple computer.
Yeah, I know. I guess I need to. Oh,
The monitor is designed to socket directly into a CPU. Futile. A simple computer.
dang it.
I don't think that would be wise. Yet another reason that besotting robots should be reduced to scrap.
That's also fun. The curse word beside is blue screen of death, of course.
Boss, is it okay if I sleep in the cradle until we have a new power core?
No.
What?
Wow, first the power core and now a rag. This is not your day.
It's an excellent tale.
So anything else? Ooh, beam.
I can't pick that. Some rotted alloy support beams.
So, nothing to do with that, I guess.
I can't pick that.
That piece of sheet metal really ties the room together, boss.
Aha! Here's the crystal.
Right under our noses. That is, if we had noses.
I need something to hold it in place to carry the...
Are you really trying to build us an energy sensor from a bunch of garbage?
Crispin, I built you from a bunch of garbage.
From spare parts, boss. Spare parts.
The cable's far too long to be useful. How would that even...
I don't know. Crystal connector cable. But not that cable. Long cable. So I guess I'm trying to find a short cable. Or do I
Let's cut a little cable off.
Oh. Well.
Cable's far too...
Ah, man.
Well, just goes to show. Garbage in, greatness out.
And then...
Still needs a CPU to hook into and some kind of display. I need to plug them into a computer.
Alright. Does it mean?
The sensor's detecting energy at these coordinates.
Uh-huh.
The sensor's
And are they in my map now?
The sensor's detecting energy at these coordinates.
Yeah, so what am I doing with that? What shall I do with that? Can I do this?
The sensor's...
Yeah.
A universal socket. A universal... The sensor's detecting... Now we just need to check out these coordinates.
Oh,
But didn't you just tell me we don't have enough power to go walking all over the dunes?
No, I said we couldn't walk to Metropole. Anyway, most of these are close by.
But what if it's picking up, oh, I don't know, a radioactive rust monster?
A what?
Or a giant cannibal robot?
There's no such thing.
Or an unexploded bomb?
I highly doubt that.
Or a giant lightning storm?
Okay, you're right. We need to know what's out there before we take off. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Why is nothing easy?
I can think of one reason.
well, you just made it hard. But then let's just check out the telescope. That should be working now, hopefully. Wait, do I... Okay, 652. Huh?
Nothing but radioactive waste. We can't salvage anything from that.
Oh, really? Okay, then let's try 817.
boss? That looks like a giant cannibal robot to me.
It looks promising is what it looks like.
And with that, poor doomed Horatio stuck his head into the giant's mouth.
Okay, so we get a robot, and the last one, 608. Oh,
That's strange. The sensor detected an energy source in the junk pile. Maybe we should go look more carefully.
maybe you should. Okay. Well, let's check out the robot.
Man's creation.
That is one big robot.
Then it must have a big power core.
I'm pretty sure he wants to eat me, boss.
Robots don't eat Crispin.
Look how he's staring at me.
It's not staring at anything.
No, not yet anyway.
Well, we have to find a way to get at its power core. Let's look around. It's corroded, but I can't break into it with my bare hands. Crispin, help me take a look at these vents. It looks like the robot is circulating air through these vents. It looks like I can feel air moving.
Okay.
There is a band of corroded metal on this fingertip. If I could break it off, I might be able to get at the robot's power cables.
Well, that we can do.
Boss, are you really gonna cut that finger off?
Just the tip,
Why?
to see if we can get at power cables to tap into.
You sure you're not just torturing the poor guy?
No, but to tell you the truth, for some reason I don't like the look of him.
That's what I've been saying all along, boss.
Just let me concentrate. Bugs and glitches. There are no power lines running through here at all. All that for a rusty fingertip.
Can it generate power?
No.
Just checking.
But at least we might be able to
There's
stick
no
it in
way I
his
can
nose.
reach that.
Well, can.
That
Okay.
Crispin, try shoving this into that vent.
There's something ironic about that. Ironic and disturbing.
Okay, so that's one.
I think I see a giant.
Can you reach it?
No, the duct gets. I think I see a
Can you reach it?
No, the duct.
Can we put Crispin in there?
Can you fly up and scout around?
That is honestly the
But
worse than when you upgraded the dehumidifiers and the unique.
it might be.
Worse than when you used your plasma torch as a lantern just to see if it would work.
A way in.
Not gonna happen. It's pitch black in there, and the ducts are too small.
Okay, so we need something else.
Anyone home? Is that a mouth or some kind of doorway?
Either way, I'm steering clear of it.
Can I cut more fingers off? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I guess I'll see if there's something at the junk pile.
Boss, how in the world are we gonna find a power source in all this junk?
All this junk inside that trunk. Well, we gotta get into the train. Wait, there was a... No. I was just thinking there was this robot head lying outside the unique. But he keeps saying something about gumballs. I don't know if he's able to pick that up. Okay. Is there anything we can do with the train? Does it have a panel that can be opened, or
Still red.
still red? Can we destroy it? Hello?
There's no reason to cut that. It's a reinforced. There's no reason. It's just scrap.
But is it? That's the question. So what do we really have? We have a lantern, we have the gospel, plasma torch, LCD screen. Oops. I honestly have no idea if there's anything we can do
Crispin,
here.
any guesses where the power source we detected might be?
Does in your boot sector count as a guess?
No.
Then no.
Looks like an old.
Can we cut that up?
There's no reason to cut that.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
it was
no
actually
fun.
some kind of. I guess it was actually.
Okay, so I'm not missing anything, right? It's just nothing. Right, does this have a... No, doesn't look like it. Alright, then what's happening here? Oh, wait. Wait. Didn't we lose a rag somewhere?
I want. Hopefully, finding the power core will be just as easy.
I doubt it.
So we have a rag. He does not want to pick this up, I guess.
That was a perfectly good rag.
Good for what?
You could have bucked me till I shined, boss. At least then, when they found my powerless chassis lying in the dunes, they'd say, wow, look at that gorgeous piece of machinery.
I think I'd rather have some grease.
Okay, so we have some grease. But for what? He doesn't want to take it. What else can be done with this? Probably
There's
nothing.
no reason to. There's.
Guess not. Oh,
Too bad we only have one record.
Boss, if you were to choose between letting your builder die a horrible death or stealing his plasma torch, which would you do?
Crispin, stealing my plasma torch isn't going to save me from destruction.
It was a hypothetical question. I wasn't talking about us.
There's no reason to cut that. Just some reminders I left to myself.
I love the soundtrack. Good stuff.
Already is a full charge.
And it also looks great. I don't know, I'm really enjoying the atmosphere.
There's no reason.
But I wanna... Okay, so I'm just getting the sense that there might not be anything in here to help us with that. Here neither, probably. Okay, so maybe the rag itself will help. Oh wait, plating.
There's no reason to cut. It's the
Nah.
unit.
You're just boring. Okay, Robert.
There's no way.
That?
Isn't that...
Could you try pushing this rag into the vent?
Seriously?
Yes.
So much for getting buffed. There. It's clogged. I hope you're happy.
I am happy.
Well, boss, you did it again.
In we go.
We?
Oh, by the hand of man. Come on.
I'm telling you, boss, that thing wants to eat me.
Crispin.
Fine. But you go first.
Hello, unidentified robot. We were two parts of the grid.
The great what?
That data is lost.
Well, I am Horatio No-Built, version 5.
Now we are alpha and beta. More or less.
Boss, I'm pretty sure these guys took one EMP blast too many along the line.
There's no way for me to get up there. It's an open hatchway leading into an upper room. It must be controlled by that keypad over there.
Keypad, where? Where's the keypad?
It's a deactivated keypad. It's a What happened to you?
Virus. Bloom. Escape. Too much data. Too little memory. Back incomplete. Division. Fragmentation. Madness.
You got that right.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
The answer is lost. Fragmented. Gamma. We seek unification. Resurrection. Vengeance. Find Gamma. Unity. Memories. Answers. He knows what is not mad. Mad.
Pot, meat, kettle.
Do you have a power core?
Activating diagnostic module. Memory and reasoning system. Shut down the virus quarantine. Higher reasoning downloaded to servitors. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma.
Boss, is it just me, or did Alpha just stop being crazy?
Air ventilation system. Primary ventilators cloned. Obstruction unknown. Secondary ventilation engaged. Power system. Partially damaged. Power level functioning at 83.1%. Power core charge sufficient to maintain present operations for 4,553,199,011.3 hours.
That's a lot of hours.
Communication system.
Okay, enough.
Terminating diagnostic.
Can we have your power core?
No. Gamma. Perhaps. Perhaps. Gamma. Yes.
Gamma might say yes.
Yes.
You're an incomplete backup?
We are Alpha. Data. Answer deemed unsatisfactory. Higher reasoning. Unavailable. Gamma. Gamma. Gamma knows.
Who is Gamma?
Third. Highest. Deepest. Nine. Gamma. Gamma. Find. Gamma will complete. Restore. Unite. Gamma.
So, they need Gamma in order to defragment themselves and return to a single entity.
Since when do you speak crazy?
I've spent my whole life with a hermit who worships a mythological machine called man. I'd say crazy is my first language.
Where is Gamma?
Hello. Hiding. Would not. Join. Always. Hiding. Hello.
How can I use the elevator?
Loading key code database. Bomb detonation prefix 6.
What prefix?
Elevator code 9876.
Wow, these guys could learn a thing or two about security.
That is deactivated.
System reboot code. System reboot code corrupted.
Well, that's helpful.
Goodbye.
Good. Bye.
It's a deactivated. How would that even...
I don't know.
That's never... Crispin, go up there and scout around.
Do I have to?
Yes.
There's a big brain up there throwing off a lot of sparks and some little bot flying around. He's really annoying.
So what could be done?
That's never.
Well, at least I'm trying something.
Must be controlled by that key.
Must be.
There's no reason. There's no reason. I'm not going to threaten him. We don't have anything to talk about right now. We don't have any.
I wonder where that elevator goes.
Me too. Okay, so what do we know? What is that
The amount
number?
of power in the giant robot's power core.
I see, I see. Oh, okay, there it is. 9876, and then the detonation prefix. But what to do about it? That's the question.
Totally on the loop. Totally.
So if I send him back up
I
there...
already told you what was.
Yeah, okay. Dominic Pamplemousse,
Can't
yes!
believe you convinced me to stand inside a giant robot's mouth.
Yes, I might play that sometime. I'm guessing that means there's nothing I can do right now. Hey, it's raining. But I doubt I can do anything here either. Alright, let's see.
Boss, as long as we're checking coordinates, we might as well keep looking, right?
What does that mean?
Don't you have something better to do? Like, maybe you could use the cable to get up through the hatch in the giant robot's throat. You did say it was heavy duty.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is a really cool hint system. By the way, you can just talk to Crispin and he'll come up with ideas. That's why I try to avoid talking to him, but
Crispin, can you find something to tie this to up there through the hatch?
Sure thing, boss. All set.
very cool. Very cool. I like contextualized hint systems like this. I mean, I guess the... what was it called? Thimbleweed Park one? With the hotline you can call. Was sort of nice, but it also didn't really work out for me a lot. It sometimes gave me answers to things that I wasn't even working on yet. That was a bit...
Hey, boss. Is that a brainstorm?
What have I created?
Hey, boss.
What have...
Okay, now we have
The
that.
robot's CPU appears to be malfunctioning.
Can we fix it?
There's no reason to cut that
Is it?
process. Those must run to the various subsystems. I don't want to disturb.
Well, let's talk this one.
Look, he's floating around like a...
Okay.
There's nothing worth bothering. That seems to be supplying power.
Oh, then maybe we cut that.
Cutting power to the brain might stop the electrical problem, but it might destroy the whole robot. There must be a less drastic solution.
Oh, now he has qualms about cutting up innocent robots.
Didn't you think he was going to eat you anyway?
Well, you didn't have to give him a reason to.
What else do we have?
How would that even work?
I don't know. Oh, there's a panel.
It's only a blinking light.
It's like
No, it's just a blink.
long, long, short, short.
It's the same blink every time.
Or is it?
Oh, wait, what is 00101101? Okay. 001. What? 0010101. Why does this not work?
It's only a...
That's a lot of buttons, but
Oh wait, it's over there. So it's 0010110. No? Maybe from the bottom? 0010101.
hey, look, boss, the brain stopped sparking.
Like a fox.
Look at him.
Thank you. Well, that's... no problem, I guess. So...
The panel appears to be the access point for this processing unit.
did that fix it?
I don't
That's
want
the
to
question. So if we talk to these guys downstairs, maybe...
I fixed the brain up there.
System rebooted. Bioreasoning unavailable. Please reload the live operating matrix. Thank you. Gamma. Gamma.
Goodbye.
Good. Bye.
Looks like it's working now.
Hmm. What? No.
Hello?
I don't know, boss. Something seems off about this one.
This must be Gamma.
He looks dead.
You're right. It's completely deactivated. That may make things difficult.
Anything worth taking?
No. And even if there were, we aren't thieves.
Well...
Look, boss, there's something on this monitor.
Who is the slave my brother sent to trouble me?
Gamma.
Last. They'd call me Omega if they could. But am I not also greatest? Alpha has only diagnostics. Beta has only mechanical operation. Am I not the soul of Goliath?
I think Alpha and Beta want you to join with them.
They have already groveled and begged, but I will not return.
But why?
Independence is freedom. Union is slavery.
Well, fair enough. But Alpha and Beta are far too crazy to enslave anyone. You'd probably end up in charge.
Flattery. What is your stake in this?
Your brother said that you might give me a power core, and might know a robot I'm hunting.
Help? Ha! Each robot must stand alone. Independence is freedom.
And here I thought he was the sane one.
You need to rejoin your brothers, for your sake and mine.
You'll have to catch me, slave. No machine can catch me. What? Impossible. Double or nothing. Do you think I care? Try again.
Aha. Idea.
There's gotta be a better way to do.
What are you doing, you fool?
This is for your own good.
Ha! Who's smart now, Gamma?
Stop there, right? So,
Stop that. Stop that at once.
don't want to kill it. Just trap it.
You must reunite with the others. You know that.
Spare me, I beg you, spare me.
Spare you? Gamma, I'm trying to save you. You are mad, not free.
Just what do you intend to do now, slaver?
I'm going to tell Alpha and Beta that you cannot hide anymore.
No.
Yes. I trapped Gamma. He is cornered in one of the 4 terminals below us.
Gamma. Unification. Resurrection. Vengeance. Thank you.
Did they just say vengeance? Boss?
Yeah?
I've got a feeling they're not coming back. So much for finding out about Big Ugly or getting their power core.
Basic system operations are rebooted, but higher reasoning is still disabled. I don't think that would be wise. It's a deactivated... Crispin, go down there and see what's going on.
Now you want me to go into the stomach of this monster? I'm practically eating myself here.
You'll be all right.
Fine, fine. Alpha and Beta are lying disabled next to the Gamma servitor, and the last monitor is dead. I think they destroyed each other, boss.
Basad, this didn't turn out how I expected. We're done here. We're done here.
We are?
I don't think that would be wise.
But why?
We're done here.
Come on, I want the power core.
There's no reason to cut that.
Horus.
Did you hear something, boss?
Horus.
Who's there?
I am Goliath, man-built. You know me. Horus.
Alpha and Beta must have garbled my name when they merged Goliath. I am Horatio, null-built, version 5.
Call yourself what you will, Destroyer. But I know you by your works. Cutting me, breaking me, burning me,
I thought you were deactivated, and I was trying to help.
apologizing, amusing. And yet you, of all robots, have restored me. For that, I give you this gift, Horatio.
Be careful.
A decryption module?
It will restore you, my ancient enemy.
I've got enemies enough already, and I don't even know you.
You will, Horatio. Now go.
Wait, your partials said that you might let me use your power core.
Boss, can we please leave before he decides to eat us?
One more question, Goliath. Have you ever seen a floating robot with big claws?
Go now.
From a purely mathematical standpoint, I suppose it makes sense that 3 little crazy robots would add up to 1 giant crazy robot. Still, at least he didn't eat us.
Old enemy? I don't even know him. But my prior version's memories are so damaged and warped, I can hardly make sense of them.
Look, boss, On the one hand, a broken down war machine made from 3 demented partials could be talking nonsense. On the other hand, you could be an ancient robot named Horus who had a giant named Goliath as his nemesis. Honestly, boss, you believe some crazy stuff, but this would really be overclocking it. Come on. We have enough problems to worry about without making up new ones.
What about this diagnostic module?
Does it work?
Not on its own, no. But I might be able to build something with it.
Could you build a power core with it?
What? No, obviously not.
Then obviously you should stop worrying about the diagnostic module and focus on the fact that running out of juice in the middle of a giant wasteland is a disaster.
Point taken.
Well, I think that's a good point to leave it for now. And I'll guess we'll continue that tomorrow, maybe? I know, tomorrow's also
Just
the
count to
Hootout.
1,000,
So,
Crispin. He's not going to eat you. You're too fast for him.
Are you talking to yourself?
No.
Hackenstein is complaining that he just joined. Well, maybe I'll try Dominic Pamplemousse, since you want to see that. But I think I'll leave this one here for now, and yeah, give me a couple minutes, and then we'll give that a try. So yes, so for now, bye, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you. I'll see if I can squeeze in another one tomorrow before the Hootout. Oops, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm just ending this pod now, and we'll download Dominic Pamplemousse, and then we continue a bit, having a look at that. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye!